Punches were thrown. Hopes were smashed. Tempers were lost. Marks were held and dropped. Goals were kicked and missed. Over 3 million people saw it happen, and Seven's cameras captured the highlights. Let's relive some of those exciting moments as Seven Sport reviews the 1978 VFL football season. That was the season that was 1978.
A season of football. In calendar terms, it amounts to just 6 months, but there isn't a playwright, novelist or mystery writer alive who could dream up what takes place in Melbourne in that short space of time. Intense drama, thrills and human anguish happen every Saturday. Feats of courage, skill, acrobatics and foolishness go along with it, as do demonstrations of joy, brutality and pain. It all happens in a season of football, and it happened in season 1978 with brilliant debuts like those of South Melbourne's Bernie Evans, the takeovers of entire arenas by the crowds, the war between St Kilda and Essendon, and the rise to power of a new coaching genius in Alex Jesaulenko. This season drew the record crowd of 3 million people to the home and away series. They came to watch the flight of Malcolm Blight, Paul van der Haar and Peter Knights, the antics of Peter Jones and Ake at some of the decisions of the umpires. All of it helps to make up our great Australian game. Let's have a look now at the way Seven Sport cameras captured those moments which make up the season that was.
From the first bounce, it was obvious this was to be the closest season ever. However, one of the early failures was Carlton coach Ian Stewart, whose Blues began with a 77-point loss.
There were plenty of clashes, particularly at Windy Hill.
There's a bit of a dish up now. Oh, to go here. There's Ricky, the two captains. Oh, there's a headbutt that time.
Down they go.
The two skippers.
Behind the play, there you see the result. And Glenn Dixon, a very inexperienced tackle by as Jones comes out. Jess comes through. A strong tackle by Jess, I think.
A great mark brought down by Robin Close in front of Browning. That's on again. Well, we've certainly seen some fireworks in the first quarter of this match.
It allows Pickett to come back around the pack, but Neil comes through. We could see that tackle.
Keogh swinging the ball down towards the full forward position. Up high was McConville. A lovely mark taken over the top of the pack by McConville. You can see Sheedy and Walls having words about Sheedy's late tackle. Sheedy now having words back to Robert Walls and letting him know what he thinks of things.
That's fair enough too. Look at that from Larry gets the mark. Cops one in the face.
Wing position. There's young
Making his first appearance for South, former Port Melbourne star Bernie Evans.
Jesaulenko out of the ball by 20 yards.
And at the MCG, recruit Dale Waitman scored a goal with his first kick in league football. Indeed, a great debut.
A young couldn't find him. Hand pass comes out. Richmond go forward once again through Waitman. He shoots at goal. And goal number 3 for Waitman in his first senior game on the scoreboard. And I don't think Carlton's that bad.
As Waitman puts a handball across to Cloak. Cloak back to Waitman. And Waitman comes around a handball from Cloak across to Bartlett. Bartlett to Monteith. And the Tigers are doing as they like as a kick over the shoulder from Monteith. Goes through for 2 points.
Sensational developments at Footscray with only 1 game played. Coach Bill Goggin resigns and Don McKenzie is appointed stand-in Bulldog.
At Arden Street, Stephen McCann is man of the match for North with 5 goals against Richmond.
Chance for McCann. McCann bursting his way up towards the goals. Fires. And he has put it through.
Back to McCann. North Melbourne looking very good as the ball goes up towards their goals. And it's not a bad kick by McCann. I think Walsh fell over before he could get himself ready that time. And there's a mark. To North Melbourne's McCann. Here he is, the young fella. About 55 metres out from goal. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. Look at this one. It's right through the middle. That's just...
Gradis runs in towards the goals, or he's kicked it back across the other side of the ground. That's a long way home, but he's found McCann. 18 minutes gone in the final quarter. McCann shoots for goal. Goal umpire says all clear. 5 goals to Stephen McCann.
They're bringing the ball. Hansell's going to be trapped by Goss.
Former Swan star Normie Goss turned on a match-winning performance for new club Hawthorn against his old team.
12 points. Puts the ball under his arm, then a handball out. Good play over here towards Goss. Goss sees his teammate here and Rollins out on the half-forward flank, takes a mark. 5 to 102 as the ball is thrown in. Goss snaps for a goal. I think that's put the seal on it. Yes, I think it has.
First free kick of the match. It's going
back at Arden Street, the wonder boy from the west, Ross Glendinning, showed the best of his skills.
Centre half forward position. Glendinning, great. No one with a high kick up to the line. Great mark. Glendinning. Right us now. The kick will land just wide of the 10-metre square. Big pack of players.
Got up in the air pretty high that time as he takes that mark. The ball back towards the full forward zone. Glendenning as he hooks it back there, looking for Glendenning. Now well smothered as Kane goes. There's Glendenning now, trying to get clear. He's picked it up beautifully. A snap for goal. He's put it through. There's the kick by Greg up to the full forward zone. And there's Glendenning again. And there we see the ball driven up that time by Burns up towards the full forward zone. There's Glendenning. My golly, how's this guy for a mark? We've got two of them.
Things were stretched to the limit in the third round, particularly at the MCG, where Carl Ditterich earned his 14th report in a game which thrilled a huge crowd.
And what's the result of the ball? He's got him by a very important part of his undergarment. Haven't Edwards, and I think it's broken.
And past the big Carl, and he's going to have a go at Edwards. He just missed him by Gus. He missed him by inches. And driving it down towards Hunt there over the centre half forward. There's Ditterich going after it. But right on, there's Barn downing Ditterich. He'll get a free kick.
The ball with him. Oh, a kick off the ground was dangerous, but no free kick forthcoming over to Barn. Barn goes for a hand pass. Booted forward by Einsedel. Up towards Lachlan takes the ball. There's the siren. It's a draw. It's a draw. The final scores Richmond 16-14, 110. St Kilda 15,
North defeated
20.
arch rivals Hawthorn by 25 points, and Malcolm Blight stunned the crowd with this great mark.
Looking for Bright. It's from behind. It's Bright.
And then it was week 4, a week in which Carlton coach Ian Stewart collapsed with a coronary spasm at training and later resigned.
All the rough stuff, however, was in the St Kilda North and Geelong Richmond clashes.
A mark to go. There's Muir's in it again. There's Ditterich and side bottom having a not side bottom and Keenan.
And very quick to get boot to ball out to the centre wing, and a good safe mark taken by Muir. Down goes Keith Craig.
Gets it out wide. They're looking for Muir. Down he goes. They get a free kick. Hunt's got a chance. He punches it out. Bucket comes now. Billy a free kick as a Saru, I'd say. As it finally comes over to Count, back to Keenan.
Taken here by Clark. Clark just about does a chip chop in the air. Down a business, right in the centre, Cabinia Park.
Tiger coach Barry Richardson was upset at Richmond's poor showing at Geelong, but the Cats just loved the form of Larry Donoghue.
We're still waiting for Blake to pick himself up. Taken away by Neil as he drives it long and low up towards Donoghue. As Donoghue puts out one hand.
Donoghue setting himself from the back up the high. Oh, beautiful.
Forward once again, up towards centre half forward. Donoghue.
Cassidy looking for Larry Donoghue, sets himself out in front.
Reigning premiers North Melbourne have won 4 in a row, and in the 5th round it's a grand final replay as North beats Collingwood for the first time since last September.
However, for a lesson in how to make an umpire change his mind, just watch Geelong's number 23, Larry Donoghue.
Well, he's done it now. He's put it through. Now what's he done with it? 1 point. Oh, that was a dangerous miss. He's not 2. He's going quick at the umpire. Look at this. But there was no hesitation about that. The umpire was very different. Look at Donoghue there.
Pretty hard to tell from here, but
Oh, he's made it a goal now.
he went to the other post.
Well, he went to the other post and put one flag up, and now he's decided to make it a goal.
Keith under a great amount of pressure. Goes for the
However,
short
perhaps a
pass.
way of fooling the umpire,
Unfortunately for him,
like Kevin Sheedy.
goes to a Richmond player.
Sheedy did that on purpose. That ball wasn't knocked out of his hand at all. He dropped that. The umpire fell into him. Well, I'll be jiggered.
Swan
It's
John
going-
Scarlett
they've
is
gone for a long
down.
hand pass. It's a good one, but Scarlett. Oh,
whack.
Nearly pulled
Naturally
his neck
receives
out of
a
its
free
socket.
kick.
He staggered him too, I'll tell you. So we shouldn't joke about that, but when you see these things happen on the spur of the moment, that they are quite comical. But when
Unless you're on the receiving
that's
end.
right, unless you're on the receiving
Asks
end.
for the ball.
But he's to his feet now, and he seems okay.
83-64 the score.
The umpire
incidentally.
goes to ball it up.
And Barry Round has had his head nearly. Not Barry Round, John Scarlett.
Everyone's confused.
What's the umpire
Some
going to ball it up
are
now?
irate.
Well, that,
How's he
understand-
taken the ball off him? Oh, there was a free kick.
And a
to him.
free
Well, Bright.
is eventually
He's having a go, and the umpire's not
given
too
the
happy
other
with
way.
the prize. How come he'd lose the ball?
Well, I always thought if a player couldn't take a free kick, it went to the nearest player on the same team.
Bad football by Richmond.
Meanwhile, back at the grand final replay, it was the Kangaroos' Johnny Burns, last year stricken with injury and loss of form, who came back with a vengeance with 7 great goals. And let's take a look at some of them now.
He steadies, puts it on its way. Thompson gets in there, but the ball there. It's a good goal, kicked by John Burns. The kick drops short. Jarrett has the ball punched away, but it favours Darryl Schimmelbusch. He picks up a short pass, not a good one, or was it? It just got there, and John Burns will try and kick his third goal for North Melbourne. And this kick by Burns, holding up in the breeze slightly. A chance for Burns. And Burns takes the mark for North Melbourne. Difficult shot. The angle fairly tight, as you can see, but a very talented player with the ball.
Kick from Burns, there's no mistake about that one.
On the left foot is Blight. A short passes to John Burns, and from this position, Burns kicked a goal in the first quarter. Burns has kicked 5 goals, and as I told you, one from about the same spot in the first term. This one's a bit high. Is it getting there or not? It's close. Coming through is Ray Shaw, can't take it. Tapped out by Nettle Folder, John Burns. He walks around the pack, swings back on the left foot. Could he get this one?
In round 6, the biggest secret of the year was out as young bomber Paul van der Haar returned to football after a serious summer motorbike accident and kicked 3 goals.
However, round 6 was remembered as the day the crowds took over. At the Junction Oval,
well over the 30,000 mark, I'd say, and there'll be a free kick going there to Brian Brown.
Brown is at Wearmouth kicking it back, and it will be a 15-metre penalty. As children streaming onto the field, there must be thousands of them, and this is going to be very difficult for the umpires to get them off the field. The police are fighting a losing battle.
and at Cardinia Park.
Newman will have his kick. We'll wait for Ken Newman to have his kick before we find that if Newman can put a score on the board. He does score. It's 1 point.
In this round, one of the hardest clashes of the year, Greg and Ray Carr.
There's Greg, heavily met by Card, but there's Greg in the hands of the trainers.
At the end of 6 games, North heads the ladder with 6 wins straight. Then follow St Kilda, Hawthorn, Essendon, Collingwood. But anyone can still make it, even Carlton. Week 7, and only 3 days before meeting last year's grand finalist Collingwood, Carlton names 32-year-old Alex Jesaulenko coach to replace the retired Stewart. At the end of round 7, the Blues had won by 17 points. And the mighty Jezza was hailed as the Blues' saviour by officials and supporters.
This game in his grasp, and it would be certainly a great thing for Jezza that's been appointed captain and coach of the side this week. First of all, as Peter said, he was appointed captain, then they made him captain and coach, and it would certainly be a great thrill for him and the Carlton supporters.
Unnecessary.
The round, however, produced some of the most violent football of the season. St Kilda versus Essendon.
Unnecessary. So the report is side bottom on the half-back flank. He's hurt his elbow. Play goes on at the other end of the ground. Side bottom under it. So is Scanlon. Side bottom not paid them. Yes. He got the free kick off them.
And a great effort by Cunningham to dive. Side bottom coming down. Comes in a good position to go through. Half-forward flankers and wingmen when they're off the ball, rather than what we've already seen. A great piece of play by Van der Haar as he got out of that one. And all too high again.
In the back.
And then there was old rivals Collingwood and Carlton.
Still trying to get it out. The umpire set a throw in from that Collingwood.
Give Sheedy the chance.
South Melbourne and Richmond also got into it.
Down there for Roach. He couldn't get there.
Forward flank almost a mark there to Fields, coming through as Hoffman.
And of course, we had Pearce up to his antics again.
Free kick to Moore, I'd say. It was against Jones. I nominated that before it even happened.
Yeah, I don't agree with it.
Well, you can't do it.
Down to the
More Jones boys, of course. Ex-Hawthorn, Bernie Jones misses the sitter.
Right across the face of goal.
How do you do that?
Unbelievable miss.
Stephen Robbins learned that he had to keep his eyes on the ball. That's number 24, right in the back of the head.
Already, North Melbourne supporters were planning for another premiership as the Superoos made it 8 in a row with a 76-point win over Melbourne.
And he's got a chance of scoring their second goal. And they badly need him at the moment, St Kilda. Kick by Saru.
Bad day for the Saints this.
The post by Jelly. Over it goes to Buckers. A chance for score now.
The Swans really gave them a football lesson. And a guy by the name of Morrison picked up over 11 kicks in the first quarter for the Swans.
No touch, Lou. Hand pass, it's out wide. He's looking out there for Morrison. Morrison races in towards the goals and fires, and he's put it through for 1 goal.
Chance for Dittrich. Ball pushed out again by South Melbourne. Down it goes, and a short pass by Fields up towards James, and James takes the mark. He's going for another pass. It looks all right to me, to Morrison. And that's about his 9th kick as he fires for the goals, and possibly he's second too. Booth goes for a one-hander, couldn't quite get it that time. There's Morrison again, and that's his 11th kick, and he's playing a great first quarter for South Melbourne. Picks it up nicely, hooks it back, but there's no one there for St Kilda. And there'll be a mark here to Morrison again.
Trevor Barker now decides to go to the defensive side of the ground. He's looking for Elliott, but coming in is Peter Morrison to take a very, very strong mark.
Barassi's Superoos were forced back to reality with a thud when the Blues machine inflicted one of the worst North Melbourne defeats in 6 years. A loss to the tune of almost 10 goals.
Plays on with one bounce.
And that's the bulk of Mick.
Having a go at the umpire.
But the speed of McClure.
Picken goes through, can't take the ball with him.
Tempers did flare, of course, during the year. We had Carmen and Sheedy.
A hurried attempt by Burnett and
McClure.
And McClure not too happy about hand pass.
And there was still the rough stuff. St Kilda and Hawthorn, Collingwood and Richmond. Big Carl and Henry, and Lee Matthews was there too.
Now it's right in the pocket there. Right next
And
to
they
the
were on the
crowd.
fence.
Oh, Cloak caught one. That was a beauty, right in the mouth. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
No big pardons in 78.
Towards the camp, and a beautiful mark taken by Mackay.
The kick dropping short, as we'll see quite a
However, Mackay against North Melbourne had what some would term a day out.
Especially after the first quarter. There's a handball over to Mackay, and Carlton are doing it well as they bring the ball right up into the full forward line. Player setting himself down.
now, driving high, up towards the forward area. Mackay flies.
And Mackay again.
Montgomery up towards North Melbourne's half forward.
Mackay.
McCann. In front is David Mackay.
There's Tanner's delightful kick down towards centre half forward.
Number 43 once more.
And there's his kick, looking for Mackay. Could he pick the better player?
And of course, Mackay.
The kick down here looking for McCann. Mackay,
Mackay.
beautiful mark, Mackay. And there's the side.
St Kilda took a long time to recover from the loss of Sidebottom and the effect of criticism following the Essendon game, and slipped from the 5 after a series of losses.
North depend on this man.
Just checking with the respective captains.
And living up to his name.
Keith Grigg
Or
and
nickname.
Ken Fletcher. Crackers Keen. It looks...
Well, he looks crackers, doesn't he? Throw in front.
But the wet weather didn't dampen the play of Glendinning.
Zanko lit him in that time as the ball goes down there towards the full forward zone. Oh, look at that from to Glendinning.
Kickers to the centre half forward line. Glendinning goes up. He doesn't miss many. He's taken that one too.
North Melbourne are 78 points, a 30-point lead over Essendon.
Or Van der Haar.
Down it goes now towards the full forward zone. Towards good mark to Van der Haar. Beautiful mark. Going out for Van der Haar. He's clear. Hand pass. Now he's going to shot for goal. What's the result? A goal. And he does a long kick up there towards Van der Haar. Flying. He's got it.
Over back towards Scott. Scott
Or
coming
Peter
around,
Knight.
has a step towards goal. Centres it beautifully over towards the centre of the goal.
On the forward line,
Knight
would you believe?
has a kick down here looking for Knights, I suppose, but Scott's there also, and then Kerber says there's Knights, so bang! It's another goal to Peter Knights. There's Wallace bringing the ball out towards the centre wing position towards Knights, and look at that. The umpire was Peyton. Now Knights has got the ball, handballs to himself, coming round, he'll have a shot for goal. What's he done? Straight through!
The much-advertised Clash of the Year in the State of Origin game between Victoria and West Australia ended in a fizzer. Victoria were just too good.
And the reason Victoria won the game was handball and teamwork.
Matthews on his knees goes for another hand pass back to Teasdale for Victoria, Nan Curvis. And here's Michael Tuck for Victoria with another hand pass, getting the ball back.
Best man on the ground,
to
Robbie Flower.
And Flower breaking away. Good football by Victoria. Flower in turn has gone for a hand pass, looking up there, and the mark is brought down for Victoria by David Mackay. Now has to get one arm to it in front of Day. Here's Knights for Victoria, breaking clear of the pack, and well shepherded too. And Peter Knight streaming forward for Victoria, puts the ball on its way up.
Victoria beaten last year by nearly 100 points in Western Australia. Certainly answered the challenge at VFL Park.
Towards the full forward line, knocked away from all players, comes out to duel to Knights. Knights gets tackled, over to Tuck. Tuck decides to go towards the other side of the ground. He's looking out there for Nan Curvis, and he's found him. He's on his own. Nan Curvis to Flower, over to Knights. It's good football by Victoria. Knights gets rid of the ball to Murphy. Murphy's clear, trying to play it on his own, but back to Knights, who's also clear. Knights lines up the goal, the centre half back. Kicks it like one too, but it's marked on the boundary line by Gary Wilson, who plays on, has a shot for goal and has put it through. And Curvis And here's Michael Tuck for Victoria with another hand pass, getting the ball back in turn over to Robbie Flower, the Melbourne winger, and Flower breaking away. Good football by Victoria. Flower goes up high but couldn't mark the ball. Cleverly breaks away, goes for one touch of the ball on the ground.
Undoubtedly, Robbie Flower, best man on the ground. Will Victoria repeat the performance in Perth on October the 7th?
And what's the result? It's through. It's picked up now by Millers. He kicks it out wide. There's we see little Flower on his own having a running shot for goal, and this looks pretty good.
A hand pass up to Trevor Barker, has an attack of the fumbles, but goes for another hand pass over to Flower. Flower has a shot for goal, and he has popped it through for another one.
Champion St Kilda ruckman Carl Ditterich failed to appear for the Saints against Carlton, indicating he may be finished with football.
Handball over the top, favours Huppets.
In all competitions, though, teamwork is the name of the game. Look at this from North Melbourne against South Melbourne. Over to Brightus, who puts it through for a beautiful goal.
He's going to go for a couple of bounces here.
Michael Tuck of Hawthorn against Essendon at Windy Hill.
He's got the ball, a hand pass coming over now to Eade. Another hand pass to Moncrief, a shot for goal, and the result looks good.
From Hawthorn to Collingwood.
Richardson just places the ball very neatly across to brother Wayne. Wayne onto the left boot, deeper into half-forward flank territory, and Collingwood doing it as they like now. Renee King breaks away. He'll have a shot 45 metres out. On the boundary line as he kicks two. Don't tell me he's done it.
Teamwork certainly the key to success. Also, never take your eyes off the ball, as this policeman did at VFL Park. Or Alan Jarrett. We had some of the great duels of the year. Knights and Vanderhaar, Essendon versus Hawthorn.
The torpedo punt is well on its way. It's into the goal square. Vanderhaar! The half-forward line, a big pack of players hit it. At least I haven't seen him play a bad game. Knights from behind, knocks the ball away from Vanderhaar. But Knights and Vanderhaar, the two blondes, Vanderhaar again.
Towards their half-forward, Knights flying high. What a mark. They're flying over under Knights.
Mansfield it was. Mansfield's kick up to the half-forward line. Vanderhaar! Kick out from fullback.
Over it goes. Knights in front of a beautiful mark.
Knights in front of Vanderhaar on this occasion. And he's had quite a few kicks himself. Knights goes up uncontested from Vanderhaar. Vanderhaar in point of fact got underneath.
At the halfway mark, the top three, North, Hawthorn and Collingwood, appeared assured of a finals berth. But who would fill the other two places? Round 12, and Hawthorn went to the top of the ladder after North suffered a 5-goal defeat by Footscray. And still at least 5 of the 7 teams outside the 5 could make 5th position.
And one of the great landmarks in a great career, John Rantell playing his 300th senior game with the Swans.
Lambert's close to the boundary line. He drives it right up. It's a beautiful kick by Lambert. In fact, it's a magnificent.
And some of the great goals in that game. South Melbourne versus Essendon.
Coming through his round. Round hooks the ball over the shoulder.
A great snapshot, Barry Round, from centre half forward. One of many that he put through during season 1978.
Hoffman hand passes once again. Morrison shoots at goal. And I think it's good. Yes! Kick on its way. Looks like it's online.
Tim Watson.
And one of the youngest players to make his mark on league ranks during the season, Essendon's 16-year-old sensation, Tim Watson.
Paul McCrone, he couldn't get the ball. Watson picks it up. Watson picks the ball up, and Watson's going for goal number 4. He drives it down, and there it is.
Short pass in towards Collins, but he dropped.
Carlton and Richmond, old rivals, clashing at Princes Park.
Long into attack, a shot for goal. That's not a bad kick, I can tell you that. Doesn't get the ball over to his robo, shot for goal.
The Blues just a little bit too good.
He's got his hands to it, couldn't hold the mark. Francis Burke's up, and this allows Keogh to have a pot shot for goal. That's good.
Up towards Mark McClure. He's clear. He's burning in the half forward at the moment. McClure has a shot for goal.
Round 13 was anything but unlucky for the young Bulldogs, who kicked a record VFL score against St Kilda. 33 goals, 15 behinds, 213 points. And Jez's Blues move into the 5.
12th mark.
The action, though, at the Western Oval, and the man Footscray supporters were cheering for was number 31 from Gippsland, Kelvin Templeton. He kicked them from everywhere.
Templeton, hoping to kick his 11th goal.
Aiming to beat the 30 goals 30, the previous VFL record score held by Carlton against Hawthorn. The Bulldogs really came home with a wet sail at the Western Oval on this dreary winter's day. And dreary it was for St Kilda and their army of supporters.
On the end of that chain of hand passes, Templeton again in the frame, got it! give him everything. Let's face it, Dean Marks would have to be his greatest performance.
Every game needs its stars, and certainly one of the brightest stars in VFL ranks. With 118 goals to his credit during the year, the Bulldogs' Kelvin Templeton.
Oh, it's partly smothered. Here's trouble low. Templeton 40.
From the mark, or a snapshot, he kicked them against the Saints.
They've played it. The umpires played it.
The greatest full forward.
The game itself almost ended in sensation
Peter Hudson.
as police valiantly battled to get the crowd from the field.
You know, he missed half of last season through injury.
That's right. Sustained in the interstate.
Even the Footscray Cake's Don McKenzie was on the arena, perhaps
He's
illegal,
on the ground now. I'm just wondering, Jeff, you know, can
as
he
Templeton
be on the ground?
came in to take his
As far
final
as
kick.
I know, the siren hasn't gone. It hasn't gone yet. And he's kicked it.
And again, through it went.
15.
Essendon forwards are covered.
Essendon and Collingwood, old rivals, and still the high flyers were there. Once again, Paul van der Haar.
The shot, it looks good. And now scores at dead level.
Goes for a hand pass to Shaw.
And at the other end,
Clear, lines up
the other
goals
blonde
from the
high
long way
flyer,
out.
Peter Moore.
And he's got it. Let's watch the shot. Oh, it's right through the middle too. It's a good kick.
An unusual clash. Watch the foot of Thompson. Don't stand on my hand, mate.
Going after now is Shaw, but Davis takes it away from him. He gets away from Stewart. He turns.
He was
still
with St
grabbed.
Kilda.
Umpires
He was
still
with
calling
Melbourne.
players.
Now he's with Essendon. Alan Davis, Hawthorn and South, and some of the bumps there. Whack.
High over the back was Evans. De Waal coming through and gets one too high.
There's Scotty in there again.
Moore picks the ball up. He could carry it out. Gets a handball into the goal square towards Peter Knights. Knights has one bounce. He's well.
What a play this was from Peter Knights. From the back line, still he kept going.
Over the top towards Atwood. Atwood back to Knights. Brilliant play on the Hawthorn side as Knights now goes in towards centre half forward.
North suffered yet another defeat when an after-siren goal by the Saints Elliott was allowed, much to the disgust of Brew officials and supporters.
Pretty dangerous now, running into an open goal. He's got a fortnight to go for this one. What will he do? Fire? At the post, picked beautifully by
Well,
Tuck.
some of the
Hand
misses of the
pass to
season.
Matthews. It looks dangerous.
Renee Kink,
Matthews as he goes
Michael
for the
Tuck.
short pass, and Knights is going to run into an open goal and fire.
Hawthorn centre half back Peter Knights kicked it like one.
Hawthorn, who boots the Hawks up towards Peter Knights, who has a chance to soccer it through and misses it.
Would never get a game in a soccer team. And one of the fumbles of the year from Rodney Galt.
Sarah runs over it all close.
Whoops-a-daisy.
The ball, Sarah, everybody.
For Pickham, the ball knocked away by Martello, trying to go through with the ball with John Scott, sockens it off the ground.
Battles on over to Richardson. He's bumped by Lee Matthews. And
So rid of the ball quickly when tackled by Kink. Still nobody to give it to.
It was the
Knight gets
Magpies that
through.
upset the Hawks' winning run
So on that occasion, but gets it over
at
to Pickett,
VFL
who gets
Park.
pushed in the back and he'll get a free kick.
Sheldon out in front, tries to keep it in front of him too, and pick up any free which may be around. There's Collins.
Still the weight was being used. Carlton and Essendon have clashed many times before, and one of their heavier ones was at Windy Hill.
Possibly a spectator or two in it too, I noticed there. Paul Vangel's in it too. Cold umpires, boundary umpires, runners.
Back up. It's an Essendon mark right over the top.
And look at the eyes on Perce.
Well, either one.
I wasn't sure just which one will be paid. Peter Jones going through some actions there. I'm thinking he broke a leg.
Jesse
but,
gives him some
you can
advice,
see the ball. Listen,
and he
watch
gives it
him-
back.
Watch him go. Peter Jones, one of the most colourful characters in the Carlton team.
Hawthorn broke away with a 2-game advantage over North and Collingwood after beating the Roos by 17 points at Princes Park.
And they say some people knock the umpire. David O'Halloran, will he play on Saturday? This umpire wished he hadn't played this day.
What will the result be? Can he give a decision? About that. Must have got that right on the face. He's okay now. Well, that's good. He showed a goal.
Cut as Browning puts a high kick down a forward. A big pack of players, but it's a mark.
And some did their tempers.
And goes for a long drop punt kick towards the half-forward flank. Big Sam Newman went for the ball.
Newman.
Somewhere down the back of that.
Some got lost.
There's the man in blue. Gets the ball out of the blue. And throws it back to you-know-who.
Picked up by a Geelong player. Out towards Malarkey. Malarkey handballs on. grabbed by Robert Neal. A lot of pace, this fellow. Robert Neal runs around the centre wing, putting the ball on the ground. Certainly the ground's not good enough to bounce today. Picked up by Woodman. Woodman handballs again over to Higgins. Higgins, a short pass towards Bruce Nankervis, who's on his own. Bruce Nankervis handballs again to Whitcomb. Whitcomb into the open goal. What's he done?
Hawk captain Don Scott reported. Phil Carman limps off the ground and Gary Dempsey receives a bad knock to the head. They were the headlines after round 16.
Too many times. Here's a chance for Smith.
Carlton
Has a
South.
for goal, and he's popped it through for the first one. Hit the
Flashed
post.
at Prince's Park.
Kevin will have a snap towards goal. That's good. No, hit the post.
Well, this was the day the post got in the way, as you'll see.
James fires at the goals, but hit the post.
There it goes. The ball tapped down to Richardson, and Collingwood kick a goal. Hit the post.
Let's hope he can kick this goal for South Melbourne. He doesn't kick it. He's put it hit the post.
That's the third centre half back for the Footscray side. Power in control.
It was, of course, the day the trainers helped out as well.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4 trainers.
Long kick down there. Oh, down they go. Down went Jezelenko on the ump.
Knocked on again by Nettlefold.
Towards Jotty Murphy. Murphy's got no one to give it to and gets he's in all sorts of trouble. Murphy popped it. Jones and Teasdale neither gets a decisive knockout taken away by Harms, not Harms, but Towns, and he
towards the centre of the ground. Davis in the front there, coming through as Dempsey. He cops one too.
Got into the back of Jones. Could be a free kick, I think.
Purse was using his brains.
And, Purse Jones says yes, that's for brains.
The Bombers going once again.
And Terry Wheeler, the old finger job.
As he steps Footscray up through the half-forward flank position.
Alex Jezelenko says, we will be a good finals contender after the Blues beat a Hawthorn side with a very suspect forward line.
And the round also produced some of the skills of Brownlow medalist Malcolm Blight.
How he scooped that one in, I don't know, but he did get onto the left. We'll have a look at that. For Malcolm Blight there, Blight a chance for the mark in the second grab, picks up, gets onto the left boot, drives it goalwards, the goal umpire having a good look at it as it goes across the face of goes through.
Blight, a hand pass back to Blight. Let's see what he can do with his left foot again from exactly the same position. He tries to kick it through. What's he done? Biggie hands. Oh. He started up at centre half forward, was back at on the half forward line as he gives it to Blight, and Blight goes bang. Thank you very much.
One that went very near in veteran Kevin Bartlett.
And pass comes out. Richmond in attack. The shot by Bartlett. Cloak handballs across to Bartlett. Monteith gets the handball forward to Bartlett. Bartlett has time. Steadies. A shocking kick by Bartlett. Cloak stood his ground. Locked it on to Bartlett. Bartlett's long kick.
And Brownlow runner-up, Peter Knights.
From the Carlton players, Mackay and Knights going for this one. Oh, beautiful goal! What a magnificent mark by
Out of danger through Harms once more. A good long clearing kick up towards Knights and McClure. Knights wins out on this occasion and takes a very good mark.
Down there, a little short of half back. Out towards the wing position it goes. At the back is Knights. Oh, how was that for a mark?
Enough time to bounce it once, touch it on the ground.
We've seen the runs. Now upcoming, the longest walk of the year. Credited, or perhaps should we say discredited, to Kenny Fletcher, the Essendon skipper. 15 metres.
Getting a bit bamboozled. Kenny Fletcher taking them out, guard out, and having a few words to say to umpire.
30. And 45.
He threw the ball, the player fell over to here. You give it to him. So their march has been moved 45 metres near a goal. Comes in towards
And the round also produced some pretty hefty knocks.
Played by Carl. Over to Marshall once again.
Hand pass coming over to Goss. In trouble, he's grabbed. Umpires.
Played most of the...
The fight for fifth place is really on between four teams still with a chance. But Carlton's the glamour side, and now the Blues talk of a premiership.
And in the round, we found goals pretty hard to kick.
Well, Carlton from this shot, Collingwood from this shot, I should say, should only be, that'll be 23, should be 5 points down.
Shane Bond from point-blank range.
Oh, he's missed it. Trevor Keogh will be going for his first goal.
Keogh, a perfect position to be kicking at. Brody's coming right over his shoulder.
Oh, line, it's a shocker. Well, he has to aim for the left-hand goal post. Oh,
Still they missed.
there. Nowhere near them. He hasn't got within 25 metres of a score.
Over the stands, up high was Worthing and couldn't take the mark. Phillippe leading in the race for the ball. Gathers it in, has a shot at goal. It's right.
finally, it was left to Perce Jones.
4-9-33. Going for his first goal. And he's seen some easy ones miss, so he'll be a bit anxious about it. There's a ball on its way. Hey, Jones, Peter Jones knocks it back towards Ron Ashman. It's intercepted by Ashman.
Ron Ashman. Great goal from Ashman, and look at Perce.
Peter Jones.
And Thompson trying to push Percy Jones back. Jones looking for a free kick. Thompson.
The Tigers welcomed Graham Teasdale back in no uncertain manner.
Quite a good game for South Melbourne today too. Teasdale,
Not only down once, but twice.
Down he went. Teasdale
And then some.
Got the beauty again. That's the third for the day. Teasdale's eye looks as though he got it right
Well, he's
above.
got one right across there. It's got a nice shiner there as well.
And some players even decided to bear it all. Bruce Montes.
Well, this is interesting. What does he do? The umpire, he's got to say who he reported, but he hasn't got a number.
Peter Knight, one of the stars of the year, runner-up on the Brownlow, met some trouble at the Western Oval when he swung at his mouthguard and for some few moments was in a good deal of trouble.
Hawthorn, North, Carlton and Collingwood look safe with 4 games to go, but it's 5th position up for grabs as 4 teams fight for it. Footscray's champion full forward Kelvin Templeton becomes the youngest player in VFL history to kick 100 goals in a season by pushing his total to 101 in the Bulldogs' round 19 game against Collingwood.
Templeton, however, found goals hard to get, especially the ton.
Right into the face of the Collingwood supporters, but he makes no mistake about it.
Templeton on 99. A chance to kick himself into the record books. Puts it on its way. The umpire moves across, signals offline. Every chance for his 100th. He's 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. The pressure on Templeton.
Certainly be thinking about it now. He's having a few words to say to himself.
Yes, the Collingwood players trying to upset his concentration. As Templeton comes in, going for goal number 100. Puts it on its way. Once again, it's a mile offline. In fact, out of bounds on the full. To notch the magic 100. In he comes, puts it on its way. The goal umpire once again moving across and signalling offline. So
this time ducks round to Magro, runs in towards goal, has a long shot in there looking for Templeton, and he's found him. Kelvin Templeton will have his, 1, 2, 3, 4, he's had 5 shots at goal at the moment. He's kicked 1 goal, 3, so he's 99 goals, and he has kicked 1 out of bounds. And probably this has been his hardest shot, right on the boundary line, as you can see there, lining up for his 100th goal. Swings
for
round,
Kelvin Templeton,
in,
goal number 100 finally did come up.
Templeton, 100 goals, and the Footscray players run over to congratulate him.
Forward line is dropping short right.
St Kilda started off well. They had a slump, and then they came back. And one of the players to bring them back was Gary Lofts. A game like this produced 7 goals.
It's a beautiful goal. It's over the head of the pack. Lofts coming through. Lofts are running to the open goal, and there it is.
Just away by Wright, gathered in by Jellier. Jellier, quick handball across to Lofts. And Lofts, it's a magnificent kick by Lofts.
Half forward zone, and Lofts under the ball again, plays on quickly. I thought he would look for Saru, but he's gone goalward again. Another goal. Punched away by James, kicked on too by Colling. There's an opportunity. Oh, chance for Lofts again. Into the open goals, he strides.
Down, almost a mark to O'Keefe. Lofts throws the ball out in front of him, now picks it up, has another shot. Goal! And you wouldn't want to know, it's number 7.
And how's this for a great captain's effort from Hawthorn skipper Don Scott?
Russo gets the ball over to his skipper Don Scott, who burst his way up towards the goals and fires at the big sticks and puts it through. Great captain's effort from Don Scott.
Carlton, with a crushing 10-goal-plus win over North Melbourne, become firm premiership favourites, and Barassi says they're entitled to be.
But in round 20, it was the day of the oldies. Sheedy,
Bartlett is clear, driving Richmond
Bartlett.
forward now to right half forward, and the mark should be taken out there by Francis Burt. Thompson in front, behind is Jess and Martin.
Jimmy Jess, mark number 1 and mark number 2.
But Jess, that second one in a row he's taken.
As at the goals again, take 2. McCormick in the middle of the pack. Jess!
Number 3.
Mark number 3. Could be another
goal. He's gone for a hand pass to Twiggy Dunn, who lines it up and...
Some of them came back, and importantly, Twiggy Dunn.
Beautifully. Up it goes towards the full forward zone. Richmond players sprawling as a go for Twiggy Dunn. A snap for goal. What's he done with it? He's put it through. 4 points.
Well, coaches pull some funny moves, but in the Carlton-North Melbourne clash, the players just didn't know where to go.
Melbourne forwards congregated right about centre-half forward, and the Carlton defenders don't know exactly which one they have to pick up. They're all walking around in circles.
If looks could kill.
He can't pick up cleanly.
Well, Carlton certainly came back. Giselenko was the man to coach them there. But one of their players instrumental in the Blues coming up the ladder was this fellow, Bin Katoggio.
Geelong, fighting for fifth-place security, were upset when a kick which a player claimed he touched was given a goal, thus allowing Hawthorn in for a lucky win at Cardinia Park.
Picks it up beautifully. There's a snap for goal, and he's put it through.
Over the line, punched away from George Young by Billy Picken, and one.
Couldn't hold the mark.
And St Kilda Collingwood certainly thrilled the crowd with action like this.
And it's through and out of bounds. A bit of a tussle there going on between Picken. Pass out, Moore puts it out, down goes Elliott. And then we see Jelly going down, but side got him, will take a bit of pushing away. I'll tell you that now. Oborn going for the mark. It comes down to Ditwich again. He can't pick it up. Over to Little. Oh, another free kick, I'd say. No, it clears. Ditwich goes after the ball now. Over to Barker. Wild kick. Oh, another one down.
Towards Ashman, and a solid tackle. The ball held, holding the ball decision. Well, there wasn't much Ashman could do about that. It was a solid one.
There were some hard tackles too. Carlton Footscray. How's this for the mistake of the year? Jeff Southby. Picked up by Kelvin Templeton and through for 4 points.
To take the game out, but can they get it?
Well, that goal again. Let's take a look at it. John Henry
it's been picked up by Henry.
firing at goals at Cardinia Park. Gary Malarkey getting close to the ball. Did he touch it or did he not touch it?
The ball was touched by Malarkey. The goal umpire said it wasn't. And Mark, look at Rod Olsen. He's not too happy about that decision either.
Carlton showed a definite dislike for close tackling when the Saints finished the season on a high note. But not high enough as the Cats beat the Lions and stayed in the 5.
It's just unbelievable.
And a huge crowd turned up to see Carlton and St Kilda.
Before those people even get
Quite a
into
lot
the
of those
ground,
people failed to get into the ground before the quarter-time interval, and they missed some great action like this.
Over to Lofts, back to Stevens. Stevenson turned up towards half-forward. Here goes Bond. Oh, he's lost the ball. Back to Armstrong. Is there some pressure in this game? Back to Jelly, a hand pass. Jelly now with another hand pass over to Lofts. He's in trouble. Tackled by Jones. Over to Barker. Barker has a shot for goal and has put it through, I think.
And watch Rex Hunt, budding goal umpire for sure.
That's a goal.
No. Yes, sir.
Oh, if you don't mind. Bond should mark that and
And we had some bumps.
Great mark taken out there by Pennell, who gets it.
And they hurt.
Tom's doing a great job. Gets the ball.
Duperism has the go. Cook went for his corner. Oh, at bottom it'll be up the field. It's all the beauty! Down he went. Oh, TV ringside. Thank you very much. A beauty! A beauty! You're watching it on the big league. That was the best knockdown I've seen since Jimmy Carruthers put down Victor Wheel. If you don't mind.
There is ecstasy.
St Kilda, 12 goals, 7. Look at Jonesy going crook. Like there's no doubt about it. Percy pushed him in the back, so I think I nominated that before the umpire gave it. A great win for St Kilda.
The Saints had beaten Carlton.
Out here, but I think it's a bit late.
But as Mike Patterson said, they were all dressed up with nowhere to go because they didn't make the 5.
Punched away by Merrigan, comes down to Allen, who outmanoeuvred them all by going onto his left foot and coming up.
Another report on the day.
Mark taken,
Geelong's big ruckman David Manson. You make up your own mind. Did he do it?
Very surprised, Jack, if one of the Geelong players is not reported.
The tribunal said yes.
The race for the 5 had now finished. North, Hawthorn, Collingwood, Carlton and Geelong would now fight it out for the coveted 1978 VFL Premiership. The finals, day 1, and Geelong eliminated by Carlton, while Hawthorn returned to form with a 56-point win over Collingwood.
quarter of the qualifying final. Knocked out by Scott, picked up here by Ablett. The ball driven back towards centre field. Going after it now is Pickens. Smashes the ball beautifully that time. Oh, he's got one right around the neck. Thump that time. Will it bounce okay for Pickens? No, down he goes for Matthews. And when he bumps them, they stay down. Now Wearmouth going out. Oh, he's grabbed him around the neck. He's got to get a free kick for that. Then he pulled his head out of it, suck of the game. Ball trying to get away from Scott, but he's away. But Scott won't give up as well as he went down that time. He didn't even worry about it. The ball back.
Oh, and he got a boot thrown at him.
And over the fence.
Over the fence. Thank you very much.
But, oh, he's grabbed it beautifully on the line. It'll be a free kick to him. That might go to Hawthorn for against Billy Pickens for a back end of that time.
I'd say yes.
He would have got a free kick himself.
High kick into the air. Tony Shaw underneath the ball. Tap back to Peter Moore.
Some of the runs of the day. Peter Moore.
Does it well against Michael Tuck, and the big fella streams downfield. A couple of bounces. That's his third. He's hotly pursued by Terry Wallace, but he's still showing him a clean pair of heels.
Carson, he's been a quiet player as the ball is knocked out that time by the roll. Over to Scott.
Scott.
Look what he's doing now. He's streaking away from
And almost a goal.
And let's hope he kicks a goal from he fires. Put down the wing position. Hawthorn playing the stronger football at the moment. They've got a couple of smaller Collingwood players to have a magnificent kick. Down there towards Mines. Got the mark.
The longest kicks of the day, marked by Michael Moncrief.
Believe me, the Magpies badly need a goal.
Right on the boundary line.
And what's the result? It's coming around beautifully. What a beautiful goal. Out now as it goes for Carson. Dunn's there. He can't bend down. He's clears a quick snap for goal. And what has he done with it? He's put it through.
Wall couldn't get it clear. Here's a chance for Collingwood now.
Certainly some of the great goals of the day. We had the Nasser, Dunn.
Punch it away.
Another one of the Maggies.
Who gets grabbed. Took a fortnight to get rid of the ball.
Struck off the ground by Henry for 4 points.
Driven up towards the goal square. There's a mark here to Walter. I'd say to make sure he's put it through for a goal. Right against the point post. Walter and Thompson. There's a goal coming up to Russo. No doubt about that one. Knocked out by Thompson. Grabbed by Matthews. A snap for goal. It's nearly a goal, I'd say. Yes, sir.
Moncrief knocked away by his opposite number 6 and McCormack. Over to Russo, though, who's clear of Tony Shaw. Russo has a pot shot for goal. That's going pretty close. That's a goal. It's coming around, not quite
and
enough.
Here's the goal of the season, possibly luck-wise. Ronnie Wearmouth had the ball hit onto his foot, and it was a goal. Geelong and Carlton at VFL Park saw the Cats bow out of contention for the flag, but they did put together some fine passages of play.
One step too long, a short pass comes back now to Brian Cousins, and Geelong have got the Carlton defence slightly rattled. It's Cousins with the kick, almost directly in front, trying to bring up his first goal. He's only 15 metres out. It's a shocker. Oh, what a terrible kick. Taken away by Harms. Harms goes toward Collins once again, and Collins doing well on that wing for Carlton.
Dennis Collins transferring from Footscray earlier in the year. A fine effort for the Blues on the wing. And here's Cotoggio.
Carlton through Cotoggio, come forward. Cotoggio takes another bounce. He's going to have a shot. No, he hand passes over the top. Into the forward pocket it goes. The hand pass comes back to Cotoggio. And he shoots. Another goal. Wins out. Landy gave him a straight arm tackle taken by Collins. Collins has all the half-forward flank to use. He's taken his second bounce. He can take a third one if he wants. He balks the opposition. He's going to have a shot for goal.
Hey, Beecroft, not a bad sort of a boot either.
And one of the features of the first week of the finals, the presentation of the Kazali Awards. The winner of the 1978 Gold Kazali Fitzroy star, Gary Wilson.
Over his head is a chance for Wilson to mark. He goes to an easy goal. He fires. That's
going up to the half-forward zone. Little Wilson has to do battle and does it well.
3 most important players in the final series are reported after the first and second semi-finals, which saw a rejuvenated Collingwood put an end to Carlton's hopes, while Hawthorn marched straight into the grand final.
And let's take a look at some of the action. Cotoggio copping one. And they were dished out too.
Drives it down there towards the half-forward line. It's too long for Dunn. An easy mark there by Mackay.
Here it goes. Whack. That caused a report. And as you can see, something else as well.
Getting into Mackay. Manassa having a few words to the umpire. King's in the thick of things. Mackay again.
I tell you what, there must have been 4,000 punches thrown there by one Carlton player.
And Bruce still nearly lost his head back. He's got him.
I think it could be the other way around.
Well, he got somebody anyway.
Now you watch this. Carmen will be reported.
Doyle could have been Doyle, Louis.
Well, it could be another bloke coming in now. This fellow here, look at this.
Well, the umpire did take Carmen's number.
It's still on again here now. They're still having a go. Good one, but there's Armstrong going.
Renee Kink got reported for striking
It'll go back to
David McCall.
Another kick, another bit of a dust
Oh, hello, if you don't mind.
Free kick to Carlton. And the free kick will go to Collins. The edge in the back against... there's the play on there, but it's still
There's one the umpire didn't see.
Lewis taps it over beautifully to Collins, and Collins is clear. Oh, he's got one in the face. They get a free kick. The big fella certainly scoots around for a free side.
Max Richardson caught perhaps the hardest bump of the day.
Gathers the ball in the centre. Pops one too high. As he...
Manane may have hurt himself back there from where he kicked that ball. His whole hands go up the ball to turf. Moncrief picks up. He got steamrolled there. Riders goes up to meet Matthews.
That one did.
Butts up high. Goes on again. Hooks the ball forward. Couldn't be trapped, and Sutton comes through.
And that one didn't.
And Keenan turns around.
Also got crackers. 2 weeks.
Peter Keenan. It appears
Down
that
went
Peter
Scott.
Keenan has been reported. It appears that way.
Don Scott.
Chance for the Magpies. It's taken by Barham. Now he's
Some of the runs of the day. Ricky Barham.
Look at him go, this fellow. Will he get caught? Is it in well? The hand passes to
Dennis Collins.
He's got to be the fastest player on the ground. Played a very good game so far today for Carlton. Look at him go. He's done this a couple of times.
There's a go now for Barham. Oh, he's got his hands to it. Now
Barham again.
Racehorse is going to have a bit of a run around the boundary line. Look at him go. He's going to run one up towards the goals. He's gone for shot for the goals. What?
Boswell handball straight away to John Byrne. Byrne running across through centre half back. Has a couple of bounces. Now steadies play up for the moment. No, he decides to go on.
Into this cage, and Ells goes forward for North
Stan
Melbourne.
Ells.
Ells can go right into goal. No one chases him. Ells puts it on its way. Hit into the ball by Tuck. Tuck should drive in long.
Hawthorn's champion
He
ruck
takes the
rover
bounce.
Michael Tuck.
Has a fair amount of pace. Takes his second one. And from half forward, Tuck straightens up with a long kick.
Ball to Blight. North Melbourne going forward again. Blight under a lot of
Malcolm
pressure.
Blight, the Brownlow medalist.
Tuck still chasing now, and Blight from the centre of the ground.
Off the top of the pack, backing up well as Harms. He gets a kick out here wide. At the back is Whitcroft trying to juggle that mark, but there we see Collins too strong for him. Takes the ball away. Beautiful play by the Carlton.
Some of the best team play of the finals now. The Blues in action.
Gives another one back here to Collins, and Carlton are looking good. Another hand pass over to Keogh. And this spells dangerous. He comes towards the goals and fires. It could be a goal.
Quarter, Catocchio clear it right half forward, a long hand pass to Sheldon.
Still the
Who's in
Blues.
the pocket. Keogh's
Great
calling
snapshot for
it.
goal
He's
by
ignored
Ken
him.
Sheldon,
Has a
right
shot
on
for
the
goal.
boundary
Instead,
line,
it's a
through for full points.
Great play. Aspen get Kai, beautiful pickup. Too long for Jezelenko. And you watch Keogh come in now and pick the ball up beautifully.
One of the best goals in the final series, Trevor Keogh.
And it's through for full points, so it's only 4 points the difference now.
Looking down there for Carman, and he almost had it. By golly, that was close. Purnell loses the ball. Ray Shaw has a snapshot for goal, and I think he's put it through, has he?
It's Carman. He's got a chance to score here. Left foot snap for goal. What's he done with it up towards Moore?
Peter Moore, no mistake.
A brilliant North Melbourne defence headed by Captain Keith Gregg led the Roos to a good preliminary final win over Collingwood and into the grand final against traditional rivals Hawthorn.
Coming over to Simmerbush again. Simmerbush is running around his opponents of a putt shot for goal, and what's the result? In front. Nolan got it out, grabbed by Twiggy, done a snapshot for goal, and what's he done with it? I think he might have put it through. He has.
Pass in towards Malcolm Blight, the high flyer. No mark played there, of course. Smith, a snapshot for goal, and what's he done with it? It's 4 points.
So we see the ball snapped for goal that time. There's a chance now for Jones. Smith again, he's put it through. For him, they've got more on the ruck now as it comes down to Malcolm Blight. A left foot snap for goal.
Here's the form of the Brownlow medalist.
He's put this through. Is it going around? It's a goal. No doubt about that. A beautiful goal by Malcolm Blight. No one there to take a mark at the moment. Ball comes down to Dunn. He steps for goal. He's put it through for his third goal.
The goal, if he can pick it up, but he can't. Now he can. Ray Shaw with the chance. He races into goals and has put it through.
And there we see Elves coming out. Whitcroft right on his back here, but he's clear. Has a shot for goal. What's the result? I think he might have put it through. Yes.
Some two will land the ball just out of the 10-metre square. Stewart got two hands to it. Wearmouth will goal. He's tackled by Oborn in towards half forward. Worthington got very high. The opportunity is for Huppets now if he can straighten up. Has a shot for goal, and this time he's put it through.
by three North Melbourne players. There's a go for Carman. He's put it through. Beautiful play off the top of the pack. There's a go now. Now for McCann to have a running shot for goal. A hand pass to Burns to an open goal, but he's missed it.
One of the misses of the day.
Oh, if you don't mind. Ball knocked out now to Stewart as a pot shot for goal. Will it make it? It's bouncing now at the post.
Luck on the day.
Oh, it
wasn't
post.
with the Maggies.
Stewart would be 45
3 posters in
goal,
1 quarter.
Directly in front. Has
Two
yet
of them
scored
to
a
Stewart.
goal, got a chance to bring up Collingwood 6th. Here he comes now, lining up the goals. Stewart, it's pretty close. What's the decision? Hit the post again. Play on's the call. Amazing. Wearmouth has a shot for goal and has missed.
Hit the post.
Again, that's their 3rd one for the quarter. Another hand pass. This time it's taken away by Morris. Morris now driving the Magpies deep into attack. That's a pretty good kick too. It might even score.
It has.
However, Phil Carman
Touched, I think.
costing the
Free kick
Magpies a
against
goal.
Carman.
The umpire awarding a free kick against Collingwood.
It was a goal. As Lou said, I thought it was a goal too, but
Going after it now is Stewart. He's clear. Looking for a lead. Trying to get it up there to done it. Maybe
Was it a mark to the man in front or the man behind?
What's the umpire going to do? He's playing the mark to Glendinning.
well, man in front over was Worthington. He copped a beauty. It'll be a free kick. It's against Huppets, who now Glendinning up in front of Moore and takes a very, very nice mark. A free kick, but not paid
There was
by
some
the
pretty
umpire.
hefty bumps dished out on the day too.
Can't pick it up. He's having a bit of trouble. Down he goes.
Play between Blight and
well, let's see the play.
Arnold Brightus, Andrew Ireland, Rod O'Born.
Burns are all into it. By golly, left and right. They've got to stop this. The play's still going on. Oh, by golly, it's a sort of it's down there at centre half forward for North Melbourne. Goal
Amazingly,
could be
no
dangerous.
reports.
Oh, gee, you have to give a free.
who brings the ball down. Pickett. And it's on behind play. It's on. That Pickett and Brightus are at it.
It's not on his bung eyesight because he wouldn't see it.
Gutsiest effort of the day, Ronnie Wearmouth. Played with a broken jaw.
Not Timmerbush, it was Smith, and down he went like a bag
The
of
bump of the day. Smith going down from Worthington.
He hasn't moved, Smith.
Then Ronnie Wearmouth.
There he is, Wearmouth. Eye puffed up.
Looks like a Chinaman.
Broken jaw.
Tell you what, he's played a great
A real
game.
gutsy effort for his club.
Nolan and Thompson. Nolan again winning, taken by Melrose. His hand pass is effective too into the arms of Sutton. Sutton into Schimmelbusch was very good football from North Melbourne. And the North Deputy Vice Captain
Here's just
driving them to left half forward.
one small facet of the play
takes it in front of Stewart.
of Malcolm
Races
Blight
along the boundary
that was
line.
to
He
win
can kick
him
this too if he wants
a
to.
brown
Now he's
lemon.
seen McCann. Great football, Malcolm Blight.
The climax of the 1978 season, the grand final on Saturday between the Mean Machine Hawthorn and the final specialists North Melbourne, has still to unfold its story. It allowed the colour and Hollywood touch, put the 40 players through mental turmoil, and have both the MCG and the millions of Channel 7 viewers throughout Australia transfixed for over 100 minutes. It'll be a worthy finish to another memorable year of football.
Stop the game until they get the fire out.
Well, when you said the Cats were on fire, I thought you meant the side, Doug.
Well, that's not funny, is it? Really?
By Ray Card, and Card drives the ball out wide, looking for Turner, punched away by Greg, who follows on. Oh! He's heavily met. There's Greg, heavily met by Card.
But it would be certainly a great thing for Jezza that's been appointed captain and coach of the side this week.
This has been another presentation from 7 Sport.
Hawthorn only need one goal to take the game out.